Deep within a forest, untouched and ancient, lived a hunter with a heart as cold as ice. He roamed the leafy paths, his eyes seeking not beauty but prey. He was known for his skill, but more so for his cruelty. Animals trembled at the sound of his approach, for his arrows brought silence to their songs. The hunter lived for the thrill of the chase. He cared nothing for the delicate balance of nature, the harmony of life that echoed through the woods. He saw the forest as his own, a vast hunting ground to conquer. Each kill brought a grim satisfaction to him, a testament to his dominance. But the forest, though silent in its suffering, held secrets the hunter could not comprehend. The spirits of the trees whispered tales of karma, of the delicate balance between destruction and creation. They knew that the hunter, in his heartlessness, would one day face the consequences of his actions. High above the hunter's reach, in the canopy of a giant oak, lived two doves. These doves, with their gentle coos and graceful flights, had made this towering tree their sanctuary. It was a place where the rustling leaves whispered secrets of the forest, and the sun's rays filtered through the branches, casting a golden glow on their delicate feathers. Their nest, woven from twigs and hope, cradled their love for each other. Each twig was carefully selected, each piece of moss meticulously placed, creating a haven that was both sturdy and tender. It was a testament to their dedication and the bond they shared, a bond that grew stronger with each passing day.
Each morning I sing to greet the dawn, my song a celebration of the new day. As the first light of dawn breaks through the horizon, my melody rises with the sun, a harmonious greeting to the world. It is a ritual that fills my heart with joy and sets the tone for the day ahead. My melody echoing through the trees, weaving through the branches and leaves, reaching every corner of the forest. It is a song of hope and renewal, a reminder that each day is a gift to be cherished, a testament to the beauty of life. The forest, with its vibrant colors and symphony of sounds, is a living, breathing entity. It is a place where every creature, from the smallest insect to the tallest tree, plays a part in the grand tapestry of existence.
The female dove, her feathers the color of moonlight, responded with a song of her own. Her voice, soft and melodic, was a perfect counterpoint to her mates. Together, their songs created a harmony that was both soothing and uplifting. Her voice, soft and melodic, blended perfectly with her mates. It was a duet that spoke of love and unity, a song that resonated with the very essence of their being. Together, they created a symphony of love that filled the forest with joy. Their songs were a celebration of their bond, a testament to the power of love and the beauty of life. They were the embodiment of devotion, their lives intertwined like the vines that embraced their oak. Their love was a beacon of light in the forest, a source of inspiration for all who heard their songs.
Our days are filled with simple pleasures, gathering food, preening each other's feathers, and sharing stories on the wind. Each moment is a treasure, a piece of the puzzle that makes up our lives, and sharing stories on the wind. These stories, carried on the breeze, are a connection to the past and a promise for the future. They are a reminder of the continuity of life and the enduring power of love.
They believed in the goodness of the world, in the inherent beauty and kindness that existed in every corner of the forest. Their hearts were filled with hope and optimism, a belief that love and compassion could overcome any obstacle. Their hearts untainted by the cruelty that lurked below. They were aware of the dangers that existed, but they chose to focus on the positive, to believe in the goodness of life. They were, in many ways, the antithesis of the hunter, a testament to the enduring power of love and compassion. Their lives were a celebration of the beauty of life, a reminder that love and kindness can create a symphony that resonates through the ages. One afternoon, as the sun cast dappled shadows on the forest floor, the hunter stalked through the undergrowth. The forest was alive with the sounds of nature, the rustling of leaves and the distant calls of animals. Each step he took was measured, his senses heightened, attuned to the slightest movement or sound. The hunter's eyes were sharp, scanning the surroundings with a practiced precision, his ears tuned to the whispers of the forest. He was weary from a fruitless hunt, his heart heavy with frustration. Days had passed without a single catch, and the weight of his failure bore down on him. His muscles ached from the relentless pursuit, and his mind was clouded with doubt. The forest, once a place of solace and familiarity, now seemed to mock him with its vastness and mystery. He paused for a moment, leaning against a tree, trying to gather his strength and resolve. He scanned the trees, his eyes searching for any sign of movement. The branches swayed gently in the breeze, casting intricate patterns of light and shadow on the forest floor. Every rustle, every flicker of movement caught his attention. His gaze moved from tree to tree, branch to branch, hoping to catch a glimpse of his elusive prey. The silence of the forest was both a comfort and a curse, amplifying his solitude and determination. Suddenly he heard it, a melodious song, echoing from the highest branches of the oak. The sound was pure and enchanting, cutting through the stillness of the forest. It was a song of life, of nature's beauty, and it resonated deeply within him. For a moment, he was transported away from his frustrations and weariness, captivated by the simple yet profound beauty of the bird's song. He froze, his gaze drawn upwards. His eyes followed the sound, tracing it to its source high above. The leaves rustled gently, and the sunlight filtered through, creating a halo of light around the branches. There, amidst the greenery, he saw them. There, nestled among the leaves, he saw the two doves, their feathers catching the sunlight. They were a picture of grace and serenity, their white plumage glowing in the golden light. The doves moved with a gentle elegance, their heads bobbing as they cooed softly to each other. It was a scene of pure, untainted beauty, a stark contrast to the hunter's world of struggle and survival. The male dove, oblivious to the danger below, continued his song, his voice filled with joy. Each note was a testament to the simple pleasures of life, a celebration of existence. The dove's song was a melody of love and freedom, a stark reminder of the innocence that still existed in the world. The hunter, for a brief moment, felt a connection to this purity, a longing for a simpler, more peaceful existence. The hunter, mesmerized by their beauty, felt a flicker of something unfamiliar stir within him. It was a feeling he hadn't experienced in years, a sense of wonder and awe. The doves represented a world he had long forgotten, a world of beauty and harmony. As he watched them, he felt a pang of regret, a longing for a life he had forsaken in his relentless pursuit of survival, but the moment was fleeting. The hunter, his heart hardened by years of ruthlessness, saw only an opportunity. The beauty of the doves was overshadowed by his need to succeed, to prove himself. His mind, conditioned by years of struggle, quickly dismissed the fleeting emotions. He steeled himself, pushing aside the feelings of wonder and regret, and focused on the task at hand. He raised his bow, his eyes cold and calculating, and took aim. His hands were steady, his grip firm. The world around him seemed to fade away, leaving only the target in his sights. The doves, still lost in their world of love, were unaware of the impending danger. The hunter's breath slowed, his focus sharpened, and he prepared to release the arrow. The doves, lost in their world of love, remained unaware of the threat that loomed below, their song echoing through the silent forest. Their innocence and beauty stood in stark contrast to the hunter's cold determination. As the arrow flew through the air, the forest held its breath, the outcome hanging in the balance. The hunter's prey, oblivious to their fate, continued to sing, their voices a poignant reminder of the fragile beauty of life. An arrow, swift and silent, cut through the air. The male dove, his song abruptly silenced, fell from the treetop, his broken body landing on the forest floor. The female dove, her heart shattered by grief, watched in horror. She circled above the hunter, her mournful cries filling the air. The hunter, momentarily startled by the dove's cries, looked up and saw the gathering storm clouds. The wind howled through the trees and the sky grew dark with the threat of a downpour.
I need to find shelter and fast.
He scrambled towards the base of the giant oak, the very tree where the doves had made their home. The rain began to fall, heavy drops that pounded on the leaves above him. He huddled beneath the branches, his body shivering from the cold and the fear that flickered in his heart.
Please let this storm pass.
The female dove, perched precariously on a branch above the hunter, watched him with sorrowful eyes. Her feathers ruffled slightly in the wind, mirroring the turmoil in her heart. She'd seen many things in her life, but nothing had prepared her for this moment. The hunter, a figure she had always associated with danger and death, now seemed so small and fragile beneath her gaze. She saw the fear in his eyes, the desperation in his trembling hands. His eyes darted around, searching for a way out, a way to escape the storm that raged both outside and within him. The rain poured down, soaking him to the bone, and she could see the shivers that racked his body. He was not the powerful figure she had imagined. He was just a man, scared and alone. She remembered the warmth of her mate's feathers, the love that had filled her life with joy, now silenced by the hunter's cruelty. The memories flooded back, each one a bittersweet reminder of what she had lost. They had built a life together, a sanctuary in the trees where they could be safe and happy. His songs had filled the air with music, and his presence had been a constant source of comfort. Now all that remained were memories and a deep, aching void. A part of her wanted to unleash her fury upon him, to peck at his eyes and scream her pain into the storm. The anger surged within her, a fierce and burning desire for revenge. She wanted him to feel the same pain, the same loss that she had endured. The storm around them seemed to echo her rage, the wind howling and the rain lashing down with relentless fury. But even as the storm raged, a small voice within her whispered of another way. But as she looked at the hunter, she saw something else, something beneath the fear and the desperation, a glimmer of vulnerability, a hint of the same fear that now gripped her heart. She saw a man who was not so different from herself, a creature caught in the storm, struggling to survive. His vulnerability mirrored her own, and in that moment she felt a connection, a shared understanding of the fragility of life. She remembered the lessons her mate had taught her, lessons of compassion and forgiveness. He had always been the gentler of the two, always quick to forgive and slow to anger. He had taught her that strength was not in seeking revenge, but in showing mercy. His words echoed in her mind, a soothing balm to her wounded heart. She could almost hear his voice, gentle and wise, guiding her towards a path of peace. He had often said that even the coldest heart could be melted by an act of kindness. His belief in the power of compassion had always inspired her, and now, in this moment of decision, she felt the truth of his words. Kindness was a force more powerful than anger, more enduring than hate. It had the power to heal, to transform, to bring light into the darkest of places. And so, with a wisdom that belied her small size, she decided to offer the hunter the one thing he desperately needed: shelter from the storm. She spread her wings, creating a small haven of warmth and protection. The hunter looked up, his eyes wide with surprise and gratitude. In that moment, the storm seemed to lessen, the wind dying down and the rain easing. The dove had chosen a path of forgiveness, and in doing so she had found a way to honor her mate's memory and bring a measure of peace to her own heart. The hunter, now sheltered by the dove's kindness, felt a change within himself. The fear and desperation began to melt away, replaced by a sense of hope and a newfound respect for the life he had once sought to take. The storm outside may have continued, but within that small circle of compassion, a new understanding was born.